So the revenue school was myself and Andrew, and then we had the sales team as well. So I think there were 8 or 9 people of us in total.
I think to get the different levels of intelligence from the different areas of the business was quite important. A number of the tactics that we're now deploying rely upon a team of people. So yeah, they needed to be involved in the whys and wherefores about how we were going to do this.
Because of the process that Andrew and I had been through in identifying the engagement with RPM, we were reasonably comfortable with what was happening and could see what was happening. So therefore, ironically, I almost felt that revenue school could have gone a lot quicker. Yet if you talk to others that it was new to them, I think it probably went at the right pace for them. And the revenue school was decided really into a day of, I suppose, discovery and understanding where we're at and really helping to identify who our key clients are. And then we moved into a couple of days of really identifying things as an organisation that we can do to improve us and really drive the revenue engine in the future.
Can be a little bit challenging, it's about finding out what is going well, but also things that aren't going too well.
Yeah.
How did you and the rest of the Amicus team find that experience?
Well, again, I think it kind of fitted with our culture quite well. We're not, there's nothing really hidden in our business.
As an organisation, and particularly Andrew and I, but others in the organisation, thrive on improving ourselves. So the analysis of feedback from our staff and also from our clients, yeah, look, there's some great good news in there, and that's great, and it strokes the ego and makes you feel good, but actually it's the bits that aren't so good as the bits that you actually wanted.
Well, at Revenue School, we captured a lot of information. There was a lot of brain power in that room, and I think at the end of the day, we had, it would have been upwards of 30 white flip chart bits of paper stuck around the room with, 16 to 20 items on each piece of paper. We thought we had a good business, but clearly, we still know we had a good business, but at that point, we didn't realise there were so many gaps in what we were doing. So that was definitely a daunting point, and because there was no structure around how we were going to, go on the journey from that point, we hadn't sat down and formalised it. It was just written on the wall, and lots of ideas. We looked at each other and thought, Jesus, there's going to be a lot of hard work to do here.
I still think at the end of it, there were still a few pieces that weren't quite fitting in. It was like we were, and I suppose it's part of it, that we felt we were on a journey, but we definitely hadn't reached the end. It wasn't like the big eureka moment came at the end of it. The big eureka moment probably came 2 months afterwards. What I now look back is what that revenue school did was a bit like the diagnostics. It just put an extra layer of the foundation on. So the building, a few more building blocks were put in place. The language that was talked about in the revenue school that talked about, should we say, troubling the client, the phrase that was used a lot by you guys at RPM about the rational drowning of the client, has now started to become the language that's used within our organisation. So what we actually managed to achieve was some commonality amongst the team and a shared sense of purpose around the sales team. Now those are to a certain degree almost intangibles that you can't quite nail there and then, but you start to see after the